So what are we going to be using for this fun job over here? So ideally, the first thing we're going to be using is painter's tape. We are going to be checking every single spot that we want to correct. And we are going to be bringing this car back to life with Chemical Brothers setup. Now, I know a lot of people have their feelings about why would you use one product over the other. I have had incredible results with Chemical Brothers, and I also use Adam's polishing. So today we'll start with that and we'll see what kind of results we can get. There is a big difference between polishing a vehicle with one set of chemicals and then moving to something different as you work through it. But this car has not been taken care of, as I mentioned, and it's been 12 years of neglect. So we'll start with what we have, and if we need to, we will make some corrections as we go along. But let's not make a big mistake. The front of this car is completely destroyed, so we are not going to be bringing it back to showroom quality with just those products. All right, so we're inside of the garage, and here is what we need to do today. Today was about understanding what kind of complications we have with the paint of this vehicle. And I'm very excited because there's definitely a lot that we can improve on. Now, am I gonna be able to get it done in one day? I don't think so. But thanks to the magic of YouTube, I will be able to do this in quite a few different series. The most important part is that the back section of the vehicle is impeccable. Now, obviously, every really fun car that you want to drive, whether it be fast or slow, it's gonna find itself with a few little rock chips now and again. So after breakfast, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the vehicle up. We'll do this in a nice little slow-mo, and then a beautiful idea of showing you what you need to do in order for you to start to refinish black paint back to its glory. And for that, I'm gonna show you exactly what we're gonna be working with. I have quite a few products that I love, and we will definitely have a lot of work ahead of us. So my goal is to get the first and second step of a paint correction done today, which is going to be sand down everything that I want and then be able to test one or two different products to see which one is the one that we're gonna use. So in this case, we're gonna start with something that I am very excited to really pay attention to. The vehicle headlights are actually in great condition, and we wanna make sure that we protect them so that we are not gonna be damaging any of that beautiful condition that those headlights are on. This is not unusual to see a car that has been well taken care of or neglected and then have damaged headlights. So you can see I divided the car in two, and my goal is to show you the difference between the first section of the bonnet and then the second section. Again, I want to make sure that we are not going to kid ourselves. This whole bumper is going to need to be a full professional paint correction. That goes by sanding down, painting, and then actually matching with clear coat again, which is not something that I do. It is something that we're going to have another professional person do. Okay guys, what you guys are gonna see right now is me testing the product that we are going to be using, in this case Chemical Brothers 34 hybrid cutting, to see whether or not this is going to be enough for us to get a positive result. Right now I always like to start with something hybrid or medium in order for us not to cut too much of the clear cut, in case that it is just enough that will get the job done. However, as you're about to see, in this particular case, this vehicle had some pretty rough life, and unfortunately the 34 hybrid was not enough. In this case, the 32 hybrid compound, the 34 hybrid compound was just not enough. I can see that the paint could do a little better, so we're going to bring it down to 36, and we will see if that is going to be that beautiful cutting thing that we need. I always like to start with 34 just to give myself the opportunity to see if that will do the trick. But if it doesn't, then we always have the opportunity to go to 36, which is a cutting compound. We're gonna work a little faster, and then we are going to take care of that paint a little quicker. And then, just as I suspected, in this case, our 36 compound is going to be the key. So this is definitely a cutting compound. This is not going to be a one section applicator. We are definitely going to have to work faster, but you can immediately see the difference. Like the approach to cutting with something a little bit more aggressive is definitely what we want. I'm gonna polish this panel and I will show you guys the difference between the two panels in just a second. But I'm happy to report that at least this car is going to start to look like what it actually deserves. So that's the reason why you always do a test section. You don't want to go in and then try to hammer away at the full car without knowing exactly what you need to do. I don't think that there's anything good that you're going to gain by saving a couple of seconds, but we can absolutely start to see the difference. That black paint is starting to shade, and to me, it's worth all the time. So let me show you exactly what I mean. You can see the swirls are completely gone with that nice little cutting section right there. And you can see the difference. Look at all those spots in the car. All that watermark, everything that you can see here, how much streaking there is. And look at the difference. And that was just a quick little test drive. So I'm gonna work on it and I'm gonna spend some time getting it ready. Once I get to the middle of the car, I will come back and give you a nice little look at the progress. Well, they say we all have to start somewhere. So that's my working table. That is everything that we're using. And I just want to show you the difference that it makes. Now, I took the center line off and you can see that beautiful finish. Now, again, let's try to be honest here. There is no way that with sanding and cutting and anything in between, I will be able to refinish all the blemishes that this bumper has. But this is night and day. Now, the worst part of the car is by far the front. And I am excited to show you what I can do on the side panels and the back. The back of the car is immaculate. Thankfully, there is not as much of a scratch as it should be. So I'll be here for quite a bit. I think this is going to take me at least a couple of hours to finish off the front the way I think it's going to do very well for us today. And later on in golden hour, I'm going to take some serious photos about the car, and hopefully I can put this video together to show you what you can do with a little bit of time, some patience, and then quite a few of the products that I enjoy working with. Okay, after quite a little bit of elbow grease, you can start to see the change on the vehicle. Now, I am very happy because I was able to take out most of the really terrible spots, like the water spots and everything that the vehicle had for poor maintenance. And I am going to finish off this first paint protection with Adam's graphite detailing. Now, this is not ceramic coating, so the reason why I'm not going to do a ceramic coating in this vehicle just yet, it's because it hasn't had a full clear coat paint protection idea. So we took away 12 years of extremely poor upkeep, and we are nowhere near the excellent results that we can acquire. Now, unfortunately, that is not something that you can do in one session. What we need to do next is we need to take the iron from all of this paint and we are going to resurface, but I think it is worth taking a look at of what it will cost to repaint the front section before I decide to do a ceramic coating. So that's going to be the next step. I am just going to finish off today with the graphite detail spray, and this should help us keep that aquaphobic property in the car and give us an opportunity to make our maintenance wash so much easier.